Hey guys, on this week's episode of Make It with Calvin, I'm going to show you how to very easily not only diagnose if you have the wrong e-steps on your Geetech or any similar printer that is known to have the wrong e-steps loaded into the firmware, and set it correctly. So let's dive into it. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, very simply, E-steps determines how many steps the motor moves to move a certain unit of distance. It's not very complex. You don't need to understand the science behind it. All we're doing is we're just changing the original number, which is 80% of what it should be, to the new number, which is what it should have been out of the box. Now, Geetech has said that they have diagnosed the problem and future machines will not be having this firmware issue. I'm not sure if other brands do or don't have this problem, but the concept applies to all 3D printers that run the Marlin-based G-code firmware. So let's dive into how you diagnose that you have the problem and go from there. Now on your Geetech, you're going to want to go into the menu, go down to Control, and scroll down to steps per millimeter. Now this will tell you what the settings are. We don't care what the X, Y, and Z are, but scroll down to E. That is the extruder. If it reads between 360 to 380 steps per millimeter, it is wrong. So I'm going to show you how to fix it. To do this, you're going to want to keep the printer on and take the included USB cable, in this case I have the blue one, and plug one end into your printer and the other end into your computer, and now your computer should be able to talk to the printer. Now open up the slicer of your choice. I personally prefer Simplify 3D. I understand not everybody has it or can afford it, so you can also use what's called Repetier Host or Repetier, whatever you want to pronounce it, or you can use Cura. Now you're going to want to send an M92 E430.38 command and hit enter. Once you've sent that to the machine, you're going to want to hit M500 and hit enter. The M500 command saves the M92 to the printer. Now to double check the firmware setting was accepted by the machine, it might reboot the board, don't worry about it. Go back into the control settings and scroll down to steps per millimeter and double check it's the correct amount. When you're done with that, you should notice that your print quality goes up. Now, while you can print with it with the wrong steps per millimeter, you're definitely going to notice your models are not as strong. The top surfaces won't be as joined together, and just, it's not a good thing. Hope that helps you guys, and I'll see you here next time on Make It with Calvin with more how to work with your printer.